Let's play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. It is a Monday, so hello, Rob. How are things?
Things are well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. Hopefully, that positive attitude you have is because of the amazing Germans that you've commandeered for the next seven, seven
Yes,
scenarios.
yes, we have flipped the script and I get to play Superman. Yay!
Unfortunately, you get to play Superman for a lot longer than I do, so
Ah,
I'm a little bummed out for that. I will admit. Um,
okay. Superman with planes. This scenario. So we'll see how that.
So we're back. Like I said, this time we are playing the companion module, if you want to call it, that Critical Hit published. So instead of facing the Blitz or otherwise Sturmgruppe Beton, we are now playing Sturmgruppe Eisen. So Eisen takes place in the same general area, except we're way more on the actual like Albert Canal. As the map shows, we've got a nice big waterway this time instead of, just a bridge to defend essentially. Um, there's quite a few things that are reminiscent of the prior module that we played. So, for example, there's a lot of German Fallschirmjäger troops. They're the same as the previous pack. So, if they're 758s, they have underscored firepower and range. So they have assault fire, they have split fire, all that good stuff. There's a lot of things that involve bore sighting. If you're the Belgians, and there's still the Belgian grenades, so I still have to remember to subtract one firepower on point blank fire and triple point blank fire. And a couple other situations as well, like the Fallschirmjägers get some MG crew counters. Um, I think there's a little bit more about slopes, which I think we're going to actually see more of, maybe. I'm just scanning
Maybe
the board, but... Wait, I don't even see... Are there any slopes?
the only ones I see, the casemates have slopes. Do they not?
Oh, yeah, yeah, the casemates have slopes. That's the only slopes on... Oh, that makes life way easier then. I thought there were a couple more than just the two casemates. All right. Well,
Nice.
life's going to be pretty easy. We still have the woods, orchards or woods for route rules, as well as the Germans still get to route towards landed gliders, all that good stuff. Same thing with no quarter, massacre, civilian interrogation are not allowed, and so on. However, things that are different, like I said, there's a new map, so we're playing on the con map, CH Con. If you can't, just type that out. You'll be able to find it in the Vassal board picker, unless for some reason it has not been transferred. And then try to find it online. That's all I can really do to help you out there. Now, this scenario, we're going to hopefully play two today, or at least one and a half. So, first scenario of the pack is called The Enemies Behind Us. This involves the Germans and Belgians. It's pretty much always going to be that way for the remaining scenarios, unless somehow some allies come in, but I don't think that's the case. In this scenario, we have a very small attacking force as well as a very small defending force, even though it might not look like it due to all the counters that are currently on board. We have a very tiny area to play in, so we only play in hexes between or in and between 11 and 20, and U and BB. Now, the Belgians all set up in a strong point. In this case, strong point D. If we take out the counters, you can see where the outline of that strong point is, so I have to set up within there. Whereas the Germans have a little bit of flexibility. They can set up two hexes of V12 with some units and adjacent or in V15 for others. The gliders are already landed, so we don't do any shenanigans with regards to how they're supposed to come in and all that sort of stuff. So we're not going to worry about how they're facing, where they're positioned, and so on. And the special scenario rules for this scenario, we have EC is moderate, mild breeze from the south at start. There is a +1 LV hindrance in effect at all ranges, so no matter what, there's a +1 that's going to be added. The Germans receive a random air support, so check on E7 and CE 7.2 for arrival in the form of one BF-109 fighter bomber with bombs. So you can only get one, no matter what. You can't get more. and is automatically recalled after 2 full game turns. So we can't get it, or it's not possible to get it on turn 1 because of the arrival rules, but potentially turn 2, 3, and etc. Lastly, the special scenario rule, which shouldn't really need to be there because it could just be in the OOB, but all German gliders begin play landed. Finally, the objective for today's scenario, at least the first one, Germans win immediately upon accumulating 8 or more CVP at game end if no hexes of strong point D contain good order Belgian MMC. The Belgians win immediately if they control both glider hexes or if the Germans fail to accomplish either of their VCs. So I either counter push and get into some gliders, which forces the Germans to have to defend a little bit, or they have to completely push out all my units from strong point D. It's important to note as well that you only win immediately upon gaining 8 CVP. The strong point D I can technically abandon and come back at game end, although I don't have the final turn this time, so shouldn't probably am not going to be looking at that as a goal. But otherwise, that's it for the initial talk. You have a sniper to set up.
I do.
Your guys are 5 ELR and a SAN of 2, which is I'm not too worried about the SAN. At least your SAN, anyways. I have a lovely SAN of 4, which I'm going to try and get the most out of. But we'll have to see if I can make that a possibility there.
Sniper counter, where are you? There you are.
But yeah, unless there's anything pressing or whatever, technically he has to set up in a hex that doesn't contain anybody, but anywhere is fine, really.
Just labeling and doing stuff here.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And then you're free to roll for weather and start the devastation. ELR 5, so at worst you'll become half squads.
Put this. Where will I put this? Do I feel like I'm gonna roll high numbers or low? I'm gonna roll low. Okay, wind change coming in. Boink. Going. No prep buff.
How could you?
No deployments. I don't know if you have anything in the rally phase.
No, I got nothing.
Please skip over your turn.
Yeah, I pretty much just get to watch for a little bit.
Okay. All right, movement phase.
It's also going to be very important to point out that LOS is going to be very minimal in a lot of spots due to all the orchards preventing line of sight to higher levels unless you're adjacent.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. All right. So, starting here, actually, everybody will start concealed from line of sight. We'll see how long that lasts, with the odds saying not very long. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 15.
Sure.
2.
Okay.
3.
Mm-hmm.
4 bounce or not bounce?
You will have to reveal to prove you're real, and my guys will disappear. I think, does that still count as a concealment loss activity? Because you'll actually I'll just reveal this because you're moving non-assault. So I will show.
If you reveal a real boy, then I lose concealment. Absolutely.
Yeah, which I'm going to do because I'd be a fool not to. Especially since it looked like all your guys were carrying fun little gadgets there. I will take the opportunity to take a shot. So it is a 8 firepower, down 1 to 7. It is +1 for LV hindrance, +2 for height, and then -2 for leader and non-assault movement.
In non-assault. So flatness.
So
Oh,
5 on 7, which is probably just a 1 check. 5 on 7, 2 check. Wow, okay, I'll take the 2 check. Doesn't do anything, but
hero laughs in your general direction.
that's to be expected.
Yeah, they're annoyingly resilient, are they not? Okay, so what? We found a squad and a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Refresh my look at your order of battle.
Oh,
So so
counting counters already?
yeah, I know it's filthy gaming jerk.
Look, I've only got 4. There's only so much you need to memorize.
All right, so that was 4,
Correct.
5.
Pretty sure heroes have 4 movement.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like a leader. I bet.
It's worthwhile to check just in case, but I'm quite certain that heroes don't count as leaders. Um, if you have a heroic leader, obviously it's different, but let me check, see if I can find this here. Because I think I remember seeing that. I remember being the victim of that once.
Yeah, that would seems like one of those things easy to forget type of deal.
Yeah, just because it uses most of the same counter, all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah, it's an SMC. You just assume. So, A15.2.
Yeah, it's represented by SMC, strength factor, heroes considered wounded, blah, 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 strength factor, wounded hero fails, never lowered, it's 9, creation, etc., etc. And then it goes to morale, but we don't care about that. So if we go to movement factors here. Oh wow, okay, so that interesting. So it says every good order SMC. I was certain that the SMC was only for leaders. Interesting. Because if you're a good order MMC and you start with a leader, you get the movement bonus. So a hero can't increase an MMC's movement, but he does get the increased movement himself.
Ah, okay.
So apparently, interesting.
I'm something today. So we will go back to seeing if those are real boys and perhaps
Sure.
dying in the attempt. Oh, fakies.
Hmm.
Fakey boys, you say. So what do we have here? Oh, well, he's still in the thing. 6.
And I will take a 7. I think it's up 1. They will cower. So they cower to 4. It's a 5 on 4, which should be a 1 check.
1 check, that could do it. Hit it.
Well, he's wounded.
Wound severity coming in. Boom. Okay. Alright, so we found 2 of your guys, and we eliminated how many dummy counters have we eliminated? 9. Out of how many?
I don't put the. I just delete those, the dummies.
Yeah, alright, so you start up with 10. Okay. Should, at least pretend I'm paying attention, right? Who's gonna be next? Okay, these guys.
Sure.
2,
Okay.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4.
You'll be revealed. Now, do I want to do anything? Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's not worth letting you have that. I will reveal a T28 in AA-17, so that your guy has to reveal.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. That would be. I'll take. I'll take the 2 flat. Why not? I will cower to a
Was it
1.
a 2 flat, my friend? LD, the hindrance, and you got 1 orchard?
You're on non-assault movement. Oh no, wait, there it would be a +1. That's correct. That's right.
Out in the open, right?
Do I cower as a crew? I don't. I forget.
Oh boy.
I need this. It's the difference between a normal morale check and a pintash check.
Ooh.
Do crew cower?
A 1.123.
I feel like there's something about them not cowering, but I'll be sad if because it'll probably be the case. Cowering affects all fire except SMC, Berserk, Fanatic, Fire Lane, IFE, British Elite. That's probably what I'm thinking of.
Right,
Any
so they're
form
always
of
considered elite troops, but they're not British, right?
yeah. But even still, I don't think there's I can't imagine there's anything in the special scenario rules that would or not special scenario rules, but the special rules that would say like
Oh, the campaign rules? Yeah, I don't.
yeah, because I know sometimes they give them special stuff, but no, doesn't look like it. So a pintash check.
Pin check coming in. Pin check. Pin check. Doink.
Oh, leader's not
Good.
in. You've got a second. You got 2 guys in there,
Oh,
unless someone's immune.
somebody's invisible. Yeah, no, just spacing out on you. It's a Monday. It was a bear.
A blisteringly hot Monday, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. All right, so that was 5.
Uh, 4, I believe.
Uh,
I think it was 4.
5.
I will subsequent because why not? That will be a 4 flat. That will not be a result.
3 flat. Grenadeless.
Oh,
Belgian.
that's right. I'm already forgetting. I just want my guys to be good at something.
Okay. Who do I want to move next? He got wounded.
Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do.
This guy. Will go. 1,
Yep.
2,
Sure.
3,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
okay. This guy. He will go. 1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Sure.
3,
Okay.
4.
You'll lose. You lose concealment at AA-13 at the very least. Okay.
6.
You're gonna chance the 1 down 1.
I'm gonna do it.
Pin test check.
Because I'm not smart. Don't
Well, do I want to take another shot? It would be a 3. be a 3 flat. Though if I break, I don't have too many options here to... you know what? Why not? Yeah, alright.
Okay. Okay, that's it for my movement. Defensive.
Defensive. I can subsequent against the hero, so I might as well. We're looking at a 1 firepower up 1? No. And does anybody else want to shoot? Nah, it's not much of a point. Advanced fire phase.
Okay, let's see. You want to throw... The thrown DC blows me up too, right? I gotta go look
Correct.
this rule up. I know
Yeah.
I went through this.
You
How
just
do you
get
allow
a... You get an extra +1 on the TM. Or the... whatever dice roll modifier.
It's a good chance that I might kill myself trying to do that. You get thrown, invasion location, la 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 la. +2 DRM to the attack resolution.
And you get a +3.
Target location, right. The thrower's location receives a +3. Got it. Okay.
And it's... Is it still
Separate power
30 or
choose
is it... My
It's
thinking...
a 30, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 30 +2 on you, 30 +3 on me. Separate die rolls.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. A DC thrown in the advanced fire phase occurs an additional +1 DRM for both target and throwing locations. Okay.
Yeah, so it goes up to +3 for me and +4 for you.
Got it. Yeah, why not? Let's live dangerously. So Mr. Hero Boy is going to throw a DC on your mortar pack.
Mr. Hero Boy.
Sounds like a fun time. Okay, so...
Do you get an extra modifier for being wounded? Probably not.
It's an excellent question.
I've never really seen... through all the games so far, I don't think I've seen a wounded leader or a wounded hero try to throw...
throw a DC.
Yeah.
I try to keep it entertaining for you, you know?
Well, because the other thing I'm curious about is... So, would his heroic DRM apply to a throw? Probably not, right? Because it's not an IFT attack.
Wounded man has his morale level reduced. He is otherwise unimpeded. He may fire a support weapon or use a radio normally.
Yeah, so I guess, but I don't think it's a DC thrown. You get to apply a -1 to it.
Oh, it's an excellent question. I have no clue. Hero. I mean, it is just using a support weapon, right?
Yeah, but the mechanics are different, which is why I was wondering about wounded and throwing one specifically.
Yeah, hero. He is part of maybe ducks 1 cumulative of any not contingent on being the same.
So because the DC has the triangle, it doesn't get the bonus, I believe. Yeah, the last line says Rogue DRM is not applicable for flamethrower or DC attacks.
There you go.
I'm actually surprised they don't get the DRM for flamethrower.
That's true. They are heroes.
Mm-hmm. You'd think they'd have a little bit better grasp on that.
I'm my own hero. So 30 up 3 against you?
Sounds right. 12 on 30. That's at least like a normal.
Sounds like
one check. I will pass handily, apparently.
Interesting. And 30 +4 against me. Uh-oh.
11 is a 1 check.
Sounds like a 1 check. Okay, so we trade one chip, and I blow it.
Another. Ooh, does he? Does
Wounded
he
hero is
die?
wounded again. I think he dies, right?
If a wounded hero fails a morale check, it is eliminated. Yep.
Yeah.
Because he cannot break
Okay,
or go
so he
berserk.
managed to blow himself up.
Well, he was wounded, so he has an excuse. You know, he shot in the arm. He couldn't throw it far enough.
Yeah. Okay, put him over there. And get rid of the DC. Okay. Oops. Cloned instead of deleted.
Oh yeah, don't
Got
worry
him.
about
All right. Over here. Before we mess around with DCs, let's shoot the guys
him.
at the guys. So we have assault fire, right? So
Yeah.
we're
So you'd be at 8.
8, right?
Yeah. Double tab +1. Can't round.
Yeah, so 8 plus 1. Yep. Oh no, A flat, right?
How you?
8.
8 up 1
So
or 8 up
plus
2.
1 up 2, right? Hindrance, trench, leader, right?
Yeah.
8.
So it's +3 overall for the TEM plus hindrance, and then -1 for leader.
Yep. 8 up 2.
Oh wow. 5 on 8 is definitely something to check.
Check
I
that.
will pass just enough. All right. Well,
Is that sniper activation?
my sniper. I'm the one with the good sniper today.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. You're not gonna waste a bomb on an already broken guy that might kill us in return.
Ah, you sure? That's
Yeah. This guy I don't think can see anybody because of the intervening orchards being a
correct.
level 1 hindrance. So sounds like that's it.
Sounds good. Routes, I've just got the one. I'm going to low crawl to trench in BB17.
Quite fun.
I guess technically I could probably with that hero dead, I can actually go up to AA17 for 2 and then 3 into Z17. Or sorry, it'd be even if it's 4, it's still I can still get there for 5. So I think
Yeah,
I'll
he's
do that instead. Thank you, orchards being woods.
indeed. Okay. Advanced phase. That's I can't throw any concealment. Flip it.
You
I'm gonna
better
take
not be
a
able to.
1 minute bio break. Be right back.
Sure, sure. I'll just roll weather here. No change. Yeah. FT's been wishy-washy. Man, that still doesn't work, huh? I wonder if I have to allow properties. No. Preferences.
Okay.
welcome back. I was just trying to see if I could get the ASL new ASL rulebook shenanigans to work, but it does not seem to, which is very, very annoying, I should say, because I have no clue how to fix that. But hopefully, because I don't know if you know, they came out with the e-hassle rulebook.
Yes,
So
sir. I bought it.
yeah, so really wish that you didn't have to, because you'd think that if I could prove I had, you know, my $1,000+ of modules, they would give you a free code or whatever. But we're not in that era, unfortunately. And Foxhead Reader does not like the files. They will not let you go from the normal rulebook to the historical or module, and unfortunately, but I don't see any way to fix that. But otherwise, I rolled a 7 for weather, so no change there. Rally phase, I have the 1, which apparently I'm just doing great at rallies and morale checks. I'm always flabbergasted when that happens, because allied miners are not the ones you expect for that to happen. What do I want to do here? Yeah, I assume there's no rally phase actions on your end.
No, sir.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm gonna do any prep fire, because people are kind of out of the way. I will do movement. In the movement phase, AA-17 is going to go up to Z-16 for 2.
Goes up to Z-16, though. All right. Well, he's not going to get away with that.
Says you.
We will take a 14 up.
Up 1.
1 for elevation.
And then 1 for LV.
1 for hindrance. Down
And
1 for non-assault.
correct.
All right, 14 up 1. Ooh,
10 on 14 is pin test check. I will pass, but give you a sniper.
Ah, okay. We'll see if you actually get the sniper. You do.
There you go.
Direction distance.
You target these guys. So, random selection. You will kill a leader for free.
Oh my gosh.
And my guy had the same morale, so I don't have to worry about any effects, I don't think.
14, which is a 12. No hindrances, so that leaves 6 residual there?
Yeah, it'd be 6. Should be 6 anyways. You'll be happy to know I'm not gonna keep moving through there.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna move it.
No, not worth it. I will go to Z15 for my 3rd movement factor.
Alright, well, I guess we'll final lab. We got a chance, so we got a 7 up 1?
I believe so. Should be the same values, except so 7 on 7 should be a normal morale check, unless it's no, it's a normal.
It is a normal.
So I will pass.
Interesting.
I will then late CX, and I will ditch the mortar and go to Y15 for 5.
Y15 for 5 with a late CX. Alright. We will take a
3 down 1.
hindrances.
4 on 3. 1 check. They're fine. Wow, these
You guys are like super stomach.
Is it instantly if I get the gliders?
Could be.
If I control both glider hexes, yep. All right. Well,
Both glide. Okay, both glide. Got it. Okay, that's interesting.
well. Speaking of interesting, I don't. I'm just gonna keep those guys there. Hopefully, you'll just throw some dynamite at them. But I will declare CX with Z17. We'll go to Y17 for 2.
Yep.
3 into X16.
Yep.
4 to W16.
Yep.
4, yes, no shot. Interesting. I can't do anything crazy from there. So I will take my chance. V15 for, oh, you know what? I'm going to drop one squad cuz he's CX'd. So 2 guys go up there. The leader with the 4-5 with A457 there for 6.
Okay, we will take that shot.
So a 3 so +1 for the glider, +1 for LV. So it's a 3 up 1.
The glider is a hindrance, right? We're not shooting through the hex. It has no TEM.
Does it not give a TEM? I'm gonna check.
Yeah, check it. I'll just roll it.
Yeah, because figure it out. 8 on 3 still wouldn't do anything. I think it's 1 off from a pin.
From a conditional pin, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's still 1 off. So, but a conditional pin would still give pin checks anyways. So it's not the end of the world. All right, so there's going to be 1 residual, which is unfortunate, but those guys will continue to, hey, come on, to V14 for 7.
Right, we will FPF.
Final protective. All right.
We eventually got to roll a hit, right?
You did that before. You got those before.
Oh, he breaks. He misses.
Break and miss. Well, okay, so that would be down 1, so it'd be the same result as before. Okay. Well, I don't need to do much else. I unfortunately can't get to... That's kind of a bummer. Well, I'll go to W14 because I got the movement, but I can't get to the glider, else I would have won this turn. Damn it.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden I gotta do a retrograde panic.
Yeah, I gotta reverse to the supplies there. I don't have any other movement, so that'll be your defensive.
Okay, I don't think we can see anybody. Oh wait, down here. Okay, maybe get rid of that guy and free up some movement.
You can try to get rid of them.
We got 14
Up 2.
up 2.
Pretty sure it's up 2. All right, well, 13 on 14 is a miss. Yikes. All right, well, advanced fire phase. There's no reason for me to advance fire.
I'm still deciding if I want to throw a bomb at you or not.
Oh, sorry. I was I thought for sure you wouldn't. So.
Yeah. So what would it be? It'd be a 30 up.
It'd still be up 3 for me and up 4 for you. Actually, do you get the extra +1 in a defensive?
I think you get the TEM. Yeah.
I know you get the TEM. I'm just not sure if there's the extra 1 because it's defensive, not advanced fire.
Yeah, it's not advancing fire. There's no +1.
There's no extra +1. Okay. Yeah. So +4 for me versus +5 for you. Although really, I should get the LV hindrance because you're trying to see my guy.
All right. 8-0 leader will throw his bomb just because it sounds like a stupid thing to do. And
Okay. All right.
So +4 against you.
Yep. Wow. Okay. Well, That's the time to get it. That's for sure.
It is.
K4. I will be reduced but pinned. I need to remove this one. Which, you know what? If I can survive that, that's my morale checks have been impressive on this scenario. I gotta say.
Well, doesn't it, is that does that double on a crit? That would be hilarious.
I don't
It's not
know.
ordnance, right?
I want to say it doesn't because it's not a 2-hit.
I'm guessing not, but it would be
Critical
hilarious
hit
if it did.
C3.7. Um, Through the resolution of HE or an individual to hit die roll. And for good target type.
It doesn't say
So it
anything about
does.
critical.
So critical hits, the entry does say for HE, but I don't think. I think it's in the context of OBA.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's just ordnance. Yeah.
Because you're already getting 30, so they wouldn't really. I don't think they would really count for a crit doubling it, but that's only my interpretation there.
Okay, and I still got to roll against myself.
Yeah, I'm hoping for another 2 there.
+5, right?
10
10.
on 30 is 2 morale check.
Okay. Okay.
Is it against everybody, or I guess so?
Does the thrower have to do it, or the location have to do it? I think the
So
location.
because it's not a moving target, I think it's everybody in the location.
All right.
I think. Let me check though. Yeah,
World
roll.
leader good.
If
Good
anything,
leader is pinned. Squad is +2, -1.
yeah, he broken.
Oh no, they're
Oh no,
fanatic. He's
yeah,
broken.
that's right. That's right, fanatic.
Oh, and yeah, and the guy's not pinned. Oh no, they're not fanatic, right? Just the vulture.
Yeah, actually, do I get anything for strong points?
My demo charges aren't doing shit. I keep rolling these giant numbers. All right, that's it for defensive, sir.
Sounds good. We'll go to route phase. I have to take prisoners. So I will take the crew prisoner with, I guess the only guy technically around them. I guess I have to. They are. I'll count them as a half squad. I'll put that over there. Oh, I could split them up. Interesting. I'm not going to. And then I guess the DM goes away and the LMG stays there. I don't have any routes to do. I don't think you have any either. We go to the advanced phase. In the advanced phase, I'm going to take 1 glider. I'm going to go into V13. And then I guess... So the question is there any way for you to get enough movement to get to the top glider?
Probably. So I'm gonna have to.
Because you'd have to
It's gonna come
CX.
down to trying to assault that guy, basically. Because I can get to W16, advance into close combat if I survive, and not lose the game instantly. So we'll see how it goes.
Right. Which... So, okay, so I'm not going to do it because that would be dumb. But technically, I could have this guy stay in W16 because I already control V15 from the other guys running through. So I could technically block entry into V15. But like I said, that's just silly, so I'm not going to do that. But these guys... What are we looking at? CX 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Even if, say, 1, 3, 5, 6. Yeah. And then these guys CX 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, no. Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna run my crew to Y16, but I'm gonna keep the guys in the trench, and I'm gonna dedicate the move to V15 because I think I would be able to win by just locking out movement, but that just I'm not a fan of that, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no. Who knew you could just run through open ground through machine gun fire and nothing happened? But that's what happened.
Yeah, that one crew with the LMG just yeah. Although I think I'll definitely have words about the scenario once we're done here.
Yeah, I think it's over. I don't think I can reach. I can't reach this glider. I don't think.
No, it's not possible. Doesn't matter which group either. There's
I
just
mean,
not
this
a.
guy, he could get to W13 and advance, but he'd have to CX to do it and run right past, your 9-1.
2, 4, 5, 6 advance. You can't get to the glider.
Oh, I didn't count 2 hills.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 3, 5, 6. Yeah, can't do it. These guys, 1, 3, 5,
7, 8.
8.
Yeah. And the
8,
same.
right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. No, they just have to bum rush this guy. That's it. Okay, here we go.
Because we can always move like not to if you want to do that because otherwise we can always go to the next one. It is 7.5 turns and all that, but
Yeah,
I'm
you know,
I'm fine with whatever you want to do essentially.
you get a chance to blow a bunch of guys to smithereens. Why would you not enjoy that?
Well, now I feel like I should have stayed in W16.
That's right. Let's see. The no prep fire, obviously, because
Uh,
nobody
weather. I don't think it'll matter, but
wind change.
no.
Okay. No rally phase stuff for me. None for you.
None for me.
Well, movement. Let's see how this goes. Should be interesting. Two.
So 1 to get out of the trench, right?
Get out of the trench.
Yeah, which hurts movement even more, right?
Yeah, 1 to get. All right. So then 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So he could still get where he wants to go. That's
So if it's 1 to get out of the trench, I will shoot with the BB-17.
okay.
It's not assault movement. There's a LV, so it cancels each other out, and then it's 3 firepower. Didn't get it, and cower. So they're done anyways, but no residual, unfortunately. Damn.
Doesn't hurt, right? All right. So then that was 3. Time to get out of the trench. Oh, so he can't reach. What am I talking about? Why do I think he can reach? I'm missing this contour line here.
Yeah, the colors just blend in too well. I really dislike the colors used. Like that middle color between like the AA-17 color. I'm not a fan of that.
That's what's so no, we can't even reach W16. Nobody can reach W16. Oh, and, I guess he would have to CX.
Yeah, like the only guy who can do anything is him.
Yeah, so everybody has to CX. Let's start with that. Let's just start with everybody's going to have to CX. You're looking wrong. I'm not seeing the color. All right, so if he CXs, he's 3 there.
Yep.
Right? 5 to there.
Sure.
6.
Mm-hmm.
7, 8.
Okay.
All right. Next guy has to CX. Let's grab the stack. 2.
I will shoot with the crew. So it's 3 flat.
Seems about right.
5 on 3 is a normal.
Fine.
Okay.
3.
I will take the subsequent because why not?
2.
Goes down to a 1 flat. Nothing. Oh, sorry. I had the it would have been a pintash check. I wasn't counting the CX for no reason. Didn't
Oh,
matter.
okay.
Past it.
2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5.
And then there for sure. Uh, 8 or 7. Uh, +1. Normal.
Gets him, even with the. Oh no, there's a leader there, so end him.
I really thought you had the 8-0 moved. All right.
But a pin is as good as a win.
Yeah, actually, yes, because the leader can't get control.
So we got one more guy that I think to reach, and that's it. And he's gonna have to run some kind of gauntlet. This guy. This should be entertaining.
Can
All right.
they? 8? So 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, technically.
2.
This is this. Uh, yeah.
So we
So
have to do residual 4, 5, 6. So no, we have so 2,
3,
4,
5.
or 3. So 4, 5. Oh, so we can't go that way. All right. So was it 3 to here?
Yeah.
5.
Take the 1 down 1. He's fine. No shot there. There, I will. I'll take a final protective. Why not? No. And they're broke.
7,
Sure.
8.
Okay. Well.
Ah!
Wow. Yeah, it's a 2K. So they're just both dead. So even and then whatever the sniper. I guess roll the sniper to see if you get anything out of it at least. No. Wow.
Okay, so that's that.
Wow. GG. Um. So the only thing I was gonna say was I think it's just because you were super aggressive from the get go, but you had with 6 turns. I think if you'd had one squad on this side, right, and one squad on that side, I think you have to split them up that way. But
Yeah, I
outside of
mean,
that,
you sprinted through open ground and nothing happens.
yeah, like
That wasn't a guaranteed result at all.
for sure, for sure, it was definitely a gamble, and
But
like
yeah,
having the orchards exist everywhere that just cuts all line of sight. Like
yeah,
as
yeah,
soon as
yeah.
you give up one level, you just get that extra freedom of movement.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. No, it was a terrible plan in retrospect.
I wouldn't go that
Probably could have,
far.
went a little slower and waited for planes to arrive. That's probably true. I mean, the planes are basically useless if you want them to be.
I was gonna say like I don't know how much the plane would make a difference, but just having like one extra turn of a guy's parked in X16 specifically, or
Yeah.
anywhere, even Y17, which Y17 might ultimately be a better idea because you're watching the open ground and all these cliff hex sides mean that you can't you're never gonna get up unless you go through W16.
Yeah. I frankly, because I'm not very smart, never even considered the possibility that I could lose by losing both gliders. So
Well, I did point it out, so
it
I'm not gonna.
never occurred to me that that was remotely possible for your guys to hero sprint across the hill and take both gliders without anything happening.
See, that's just
But
because the players you play would skulk, or they'd hide in their
yeah, right,
corner.
right. Yeah, yeah, they would have set up here, here, and here so that the planes can't have any effect.
I mean, if you're even if you're in Orchard, you can still get spotted.
No, no, no. These are level 1 line of sight blocks.
But
You
you're
cannot. Every one of these hexes is surrounded by a level 1 obstacle. They are not visible to aircraft and can't sight check.
there's no Orchard in AA18. You'd see AA17.
Well, okay, sorry, I thought that was an orchard, but yeah, so 15, 16 can't be seen.
Well,
14
you could see
can't
it
be seen.
from BB-14. It'd be a waste because you're only attacking one
No, no,
hex.
because if so if you can't declare a sighting check on AA-15 because there's a level 1 obstacle all around. Can't be
But
seen.
BB-14 is one level lower. Again, the colors are messing with you.
Oh, the colors are getting me again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I cannot see that slope. I just can't see it.
See, I admit
Once you say it, then it's obvious to me. But when I'm just looking at the map, those are my blindness. I
they
can't see
just
those at
blend
all.
in. I agree. Like if I'm trying to see the slope itself, impossible. Like I would have to focus and zoom in, or just like really focus. But otherwise, like I'm just looking center dot and like, yeah, okay, level difference, cool. That's all I need to remember. But I do agree that, like, yeah, it's the colors could have been different. There's other colors out there, like other, look at Camp Groove Piper, like they have, I don't know if anybody's necessarily complained about their color gradient, but they've got at least more than 6 colors on their hills, I'm sure. So, but all right, well, we're done with this one. So let me load in number 2.
Yeah, yeah. I guess when I started getting rid of your dummies and switched to the right, that was a bad move. Should have stayed there.
Yeah, like I think really just if you had having one guy in
So
oops.
one of these two hexes, yeah, either one.
Yeah, like if instead the if the crew was in, W16 instead of W15, there's way more like protection just cuz I'd have to push through them physically. Oh no, wait, that's not my wrong
That's
color.
true. You can't run through there. Yeah, that's a tactical error as well.
But like I said, in reverse, like I could have been cheap and just say like, well, I'll keep a guy in W16, then you can't move, you can't even threaten with an advance, so it doesn't matter. Same thing with like DD8 or AA18. I could have just thrown the guy in Z17, and that's an extra 7 firepower you gotta try
Yep,
and
yep.
muscle your way.
No, this was yeah, this was a faux pas.
Well, in any case, I don't think it's
You would think that attacking with two squads would be overcommitting, but there you go.
well, when it's the only 2 squads,
When it's the only two squads, there you go.
which again makes it a very very strange scenario overall. But um, you'll want to resync on me because I've already set up
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
the
still looking at
thing
the old
here.
game.
Also, I need to, yeah, okay, that's correct. So for people watching at home, this is SGE-02, Bridge Blown. So as mentioned before, we probably won't finish this one just because it's 7.5 turns, but we'll at least get a decent chunk out of it. Um, this scenario features Belgians and Germans. What a surprise! Except that now we actually have glider landings, which I don't really know how like the prior scenario is supposed to work with this one. Whatever. It's a very strange thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
don't quite know how to really like, translate it type idea.
yeah. From a campaign perspective, they don't seem well connected, do they?
Yeah, like I'm kind of thinking like, oh well, you know, should this the first scenario that we just played take place after this scenario, or you know, how which one makes more sense type idea. Um,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, so the bridge blown involves the Belgians in this case having to set up in different strong points. So instead of strong point D, we're playing scenarios that involve strong point C as well as strong point B. There's a couple extra things like there's some support weapons and stuff that exist in AA-22, but my guys aren't there, so they're unpossessed. Um, I've still marked them concealed because there's no Germans on board. I don't really know how that interaction works. Not it doesn't really won't really matter at the end of the day, anyways. Um, and there's a specific set of units that have to set up in X21. as well as in the command bunker next to the guns that are unpossessed. Now, in terms of the scenario special rules, as always, we apply the special rules that came with the pack. So we've already gone over that several times. EC is moderate, mild breeze from south at start, so replicating what we saw last time. There is a set DC on the bridge which may be detonated only from the command bunker. So this is Hex AA-23. And it doesn't matter if it's more than 6 hexes away. And I can only attempt to blow it up or blow the DC up on turn 4 and later. Now, if I try to blow it up on turn 4, I have to pass a 4 task check. So, unless, do I have a 9-1 or a 9 anything? I do. So if I had a 9 something, it would take a 5 or less. On turn 5, that drops down to a 3 task check. So, do the math. But if I'm trying to blow it up on turn 6, 7, or 8, it is only a normal task check I need. So the longer the game goes, the more chances I have to blow it up. Excuse me. The other SSR is literally just set up stuff, which I don't know why it's there because it already exists there. So, whatever. Objective for this. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, it's a lot of redundancy there, right?
Yeah, and I already made fun of some of the variations there from the last time, but privately. But yeah, the variations or balances kind of, at least this one makes more sense. But either way, the objectives for this scenario, we're only playing in hexes 15 through 30 and O to double I. The Germans win at game end if all Belgian guns in the PAO, so that is should be AA-22, and Strong Point C, which is this larger group, are eliminated, captured, and if the Germans accumulate 12 or more CVP of personnel, so 6 squads or accompanying crew and leaders and whatnot. The Germans also win at game end if the bridge is not blown. So I'm kind of surprised it's not the Belgians win at game end if the bridge is blown. You'd think that, that would count for something, but apparently the Belgians can only deny a victory rather than have their own objectives, which is a little less interesting of a scenario as a result. Lastly, the Germans get 9 gliders when they should have 10. So
Last night.
yeah, so someone, a scenario designer, did not think about their design principles here. So yeah, we will play with it regardless. But for people who are intending to play this at home, just give the attacker an extra glider. There's no reason to force them to not have a squad or 2 crews. Other than that, it's all, I guess, sniper. I gotta place my sniper. Technically, the German sniper does not exist until they land, I believe.
I believe you're correct.
And so I get free placement on sniper position. So I'm going to put them in Y18 because why not? I guess, you know what? Technically, the gliders would come in whenever. So I'm going to just put them. They should come in on the movement phase. So I'm not going to be cheap and target anybody specifically. We'll put them in X23. Seems in between everybody, so.
I just put mine in the middle of the board so I don't forget I have it.
And now, finally, I get to watch someone else do gliders. I don't have to do gliders this time. Woohoo!
Right. Well, I think I've got it all set up for a lowest possible risk landing, but time will tell.
Where's the fun in that, Rob? Come on.
I know. I should have been more brave like you and crashed them into buildings and landed.
Exactly. You could have landed. You don't tell me you couldn't have landed at least one guy in Z25. Z26, AA27. Come on.
Could have tried. All right. Wind change. Nothing happened.
Dang.
So
that would have been fun. That would have messed with your entire plan.
It would have been a disaster. That's right. Okay. There is no prep fire.
Nope.
In the movement phase.
I don't even really know what I'll be able to do if I'm being honest here.
Yeah. So my gliders are all set up for a -5, a maximum initial landing hex roll. What is the rule called that?
I'm pretty sure you're correct.
Yeah, the landing. So each one of them can't fail their landing die roll, but they can crash.
They can still crash.
Everybody crashes on a 6.
And that's what we want. I want to see 5 6s in a row.
All right, here we go. Okay, so do you have any light AA before I do this? I think you have a
I don't believe I'd have to have set it up for it, and I don't think I cared. Yeah, I don't really have anything. I can shoot some stuff, but there's nothing for me to want to shoot or try to AA mode or anything. So
Okay, so I'll be rolling in this order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for landing, for crash.
sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No crashes.
All right, I have an odd selection of rolls there.
Bottom guys will go 1, 2, 3, 4. How's that sound?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ha!
All right, not rolling a single 6 is I'm gonna call shenanigans on that one.
Is shenanigans. Random.org doing random.org things. Okay, so roll flip. Which I think is control T. Yes. I think this works like this. It does. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, everybody's landed. I believe we takes us to your defensive file.
Yes. So I'll go to defensive. Scan over here for a sec. Okay, so in the defensive, I don't really have line of sight on much, unfortunately. I do have a couple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
To minimize getting shut up.
Well, your plan may not succeed.
My clever plan.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what my rolls are. So MMG and Y23. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to shoot this glider because I should have 11 to it. So it's 4 firepower. I did not have a hot roll, unfortunately, so that doesn't translate to anything. And I will also reveal a mortar. So mortar in Y24 is going to area target type. I believe should be able to see that. Yeah. So I will area target type against FF29. It will be a hit. I need to give myself this size here.
The only modifier is case J, whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't. What would case J even apply? If it lands, is it still a moving vehicular target?
Defender may fire any of his units and are capable of fire. La 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 la. Aerial case J might.
Well,
case J might. What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
What that means?
What's the rule reference there?
We're in 8.3.
8.3.
E
E
8.3.
E.3. Oh, E8.3. All right, let's see what we can delve here.
I don't understand.
Defender may fire any units against a landed glider capable blah, as if it were a stopped truck, 0 target size. Yeah, I don't know how that's supposed to.
That is the most confusing of all the confusing ASL sentences of all time.
A,
With the stop truck, case J might apply. How?
as if it were a stop truck, exception, gliders not burn, blah blah blah. Do they mean? I don't think that applies that way. Because I was gonna say, would case J in that circumstance apply to the IFT? But I don't think that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, case J only applies to the 2-hit, right?
Yeah, I don't know what glider contains. Blah blah. blah shown as an initial heading X. Multi. Do the gliders +1. Takes evasive action. New random location die roll. I like how the one example they have does not have a it final fired, even though it takes into account every other possible. Like it says, like it got hit, it got damaged, so it had to change its landing hex. Interesting. Except it's modified blow. Because I was thinking like, oh well, maybe it's in the event that what if like you had to change hex, or if it's counting defensive first fire and not final.
Yeah, that sentence makes no sense.
I think I might know what it's trying to
Nothing,
say.
nothing gets put on the board until the advanced fire phase. So I don't understand that sentence at all.
I think I know what it's trying to say, because I think what it's trying to say is that um, instead of saying case J would apply to 2 hits, they're just like, oh, let's save ourselves 3 letters on paper. So we're not gonna write case J applies on 2 hit rolls. We're just gonna say, because the when it's saying like, as if it were a stop truck, blah blah blah, the aerial DRM does not apply, because it wouldn't apply to all shots, right? You don't get the aerial DRM if you were on the ground, but you might get case J.
Okay. So
That's
yeah.
which obviously, as it always turns out, I'm translating rules outside of my favor, because that means that the first shot does not hit. There's a +2, unless there's somehow I can get a -1, but I don't think that's possible, because target size doesn't change. I would imagine that there's no FFNAM, FFMO that's possible. Well, actually, case J is applicable, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think there's any way for me
It
to
wouldn't
reduce that.
apply to the 2-hit in any case, right? That would only apply to the result. That's it. No acquisition, no leader.
I do get well. Nothing on the first shot, but I got acquisition and I shot a second time, didn't get it, so nothing happens. Um, Pretty sure that's it. I don't see how there's any other way to get an extra shot in from anywhere. So advanced fire phase.
And so advanced fire phase, we gotta put the guys up for what? This is what you're gonna do to me? You're gonna make me individually select all of this stuff? They come in on top or beneath? Do you remember from last game?
I don't believe it matters.
Okay.
Unless your gliders give you a TEM, then it doesn't matter.
And they only give you TEM when they're blown up, which I thought was hilarious. Replaced by a truck wreck.
I guess because they're more on the ground. No, that doesn't really make sense.
It's got a pretty high goof in its predictions, right?
Maybe it's just like some reward, like, oh, well, if one glider's blown up and the rest are around, you have somewhere to huddle.
Yeah. See how this game goes. I didn't know you
If
spend a lot of time mini-maxing this deployment beyond. I don't want to crash all my planes.
Well, you got 8 turns, so you got time.
Yeah, we consolidate a little bit.
Like
Okay,
like I said, I don't get any benefit for blowing up the bridge. Like, I can prevent a win, but it's not really the same as I get to win.
no longer okay. May possibly advance out of the hex. Such units can fire in that advanced fire phase, but not as opportunity fire. La 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 la.
Yeah, it's just you get to shoot, but you get all the penalties that you would get from advanced fire phase.
Got it. Okay. So,
Yeah, because you can't, if you don't exist on board, you can't declare yourself opportunity fire. So even though they technically
right.
like aren't moving, they just spawn in the hex that they land, and they don't technically exist. You don't get the double bonus.
So the you shot at me, so I can shoot back at you.
You can
Seems like a
try.
really fun and interesting thing to do. So why not? So the guys that you acquired,
Sure.
they'll shoot back at your mortar
Okay.
or at your machine gun. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to the mortar, 10 to the machine gun. So it's a 50-50 proposition. Have a leader, so they're a 3.5, rounded to 4 plus 1 to 5. Are they a 5? And then half to 2.5.
Yep.
What do you have for range before the?
You always add the plus last, so it'd be 3.5, then 175. So it'd be 3 firepower.
3 firepower. Okay,
Yep.
so a 3
Flat.
3 flat.
Yeah,
Okay.
1 for hedge. So conditional. I'm not pinned.
Okay, and I guess these guys do not have a leader, and they're 1 hex further, so they'll have to shoot at the mortar with a 3-up-1.
Sure.
Mine cowered into oblivion.
Good.
Right?
Take that, you Nazi bastards.
Can't see anybody. Can't see anybody. Maybe can see somebody. No, portraits.
I'd be surprised if anybody else could see each other.
Nobody can see nobody. Okay, that's it for Fancy Fire.
Sounds good.
Crowd phase. We got nothing around
Nope.
this, right? So advanced phase. All right, do some stuff here. Let's do some stuff.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be.
Not my own cheerleader. This is great.
Maybe I'm hastening your defeat here.
Why is this happening? Please stop doing whatever gliders are killing me.
That's why you put them. You just put your guides on top, then you less to worry about.
Definitely want to get that. Nice. Calculated that stat, but my French was not my stuff, not my stuff. Up here, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Gliders are killing me. Refuse to play nice as a stat. There we go. Okay. Everybody move. Dance phase complete.
Sounds good. So just
Close call.
the BB-28, BB-29, they're not moving.
BB-28, BB-20, BB.
Yeah, the guys in the road.
Oh, there they are. Okay. I missed guys. I missed some guys.
Oh, so yeah, I just wasn't sure if you were want to move or not.
Didn't move yet. They're fine where they are.
Okay. No CC. That's technically
There could be a lot of guys growing concealment on the German side.
um yeah, I think the guys in that town are probably fine. 'Cause I don't know who would necessarily. Oh, that guy? No. Oh, no, wait. I'm on the same level. Yeah, I think this guy would be able to see this guy.
Okay.
But yeah, CC-20, DD-19. Pretty sure I don't see him. Or I'd be very surprised. How would I have to draw lines of sight here? Can I see it with this guy? Probably not. That guy's above. No. I don't think there's a way for me. Oh, yeah, okay. So I think I can see I don't think I can see 20 because my guy's in AA-23, right? They're one level higher. So I'm seeing over
Plateaued by the buildings, though.
All right.
Yeah, unless you think there's a line of sight sneaking through there without touching the buildings, it's possible you could string it.
Nah, it's fine. I strung everything that I think is reasonable enough to string. That's starting to laser the entire board there, seeing everything.
I'm pretty sure you still see the guys in E30.
Yep. And I believe I'll see both of these guys from the concealed guys.
Are they real concealed guns?
It doesn't matter. You don't have to prove on concealment gain.
Oh wait, no, you're plateaued by AA-24.
That's true, I guess. Can I see it from anywhere else?
We've got orchards here
No.
doing the orchard screw everything up thing.
Nope. All right, you get some concealment there.
No, they have to roll though. They're not in concealment terrain.
Oh yeah, but you haven't been getting any sixes, so
BB-28, BB-29.
yeah. It's what the unit size number, right?
Something like that.
Because if you get a +1 on anything, I think you'll miss it on the 3 guy, because your unit size for a full squad is 3. Man, concealment gain roll thing. When do we do that? So you get a plus modifier for your unit size. Everybody checks individually. You get leadership, lax, TEM plus hindrance of the location occupied. All hexside height advantage TM are not applicable. -1 for stealthy, -2 for Japanese. So you need to roll less or equal than a 5. Yeah, so it won't matter. Because the guy who rolled a 3, is there any negatives you can give yourself?
Besides stealthy?
If you're stealthy, then yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, we're Superman.
Are they stealthy? Or are they just super engineers, sappers, and self-rally? Oh, elite and stealthy. Yeah, never mind. Super dudes.
So the guys on the hill, how many rolls? Left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You won't get these two.
Uh,
I'm not plateaued on this one. And the woods. Oh, the hedge. Never mind.
Hedge, yeah. Can you see through the hedge?
No,
right.
but the hedge, because the hedge is always weird. It's like does it exist at the higher level or the lower level? Whatever.
Two rolls there. Doink, doink. Ah, all right.
So the hero's a +1 goes to a 6, and then would just be stealthy, I guess. I think heroes are automatically stealthy. The squad won't get it because he's a +3. So there's no way to get that.
All right. Next squad in S18. Roll high. Thank you.
7 down 1 for stealthy, won't get it.
I thought you said they needed a 5 or less.
No, yeah, you like overall, your roll is still. I'm just saying the final. Yeah, like the hero. So for example, like the hero gets it because the hero, I believe heroes are automatically stealthy. If not, I would just assume that because the hero starts with the Fallschirmjägers, whatever, he's stealthy. The squad wouldn't get it because it was a 6 to a 9 down to an 8. So unless you can get a -3 somewhere.
No. All right. So
then T17 and U17 are left. Or let me check for U17.
T17. All right. So T17.
Yeah, that's right.
Nope. Squad. Yep.
Squad gets it. Yeah.
And 2 crews. Top, bottom. Top, bottom.
Yeah, they're both +2, -1. So yeah, they both stay unconcealed.
Unconcealed. Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like I can't shoot you from anywhere. Whichever Belgian thought leader here who was like, let's never set up on the topmost part of the hill. All right. Well, weather, no change. We go to end rally phase. Anything for rally phase on your end?
Deploy anybody? No.
Okay, so we'll go to prep. In the prep fire phase, I'm going to try mortars first because I'm not sure if they actually do hit. Y24 to EE30 is clean, thankfully. Yeah, I don't touch any orchards. So mortar. Um, is that just straight? Is there any modifier on that? There's no
I
TEM.
think it's just a straight 7, right? Because it's not a moving glider anymore.
Yeah, there's no pluses that I can think of. So I'll get a hit, no rate. 6. I don't think the hedge benefits on the indirect. And it's a half. So 53 pin test check.
In checking.
A lot of work for a pin test check.
Leader and 2 squads. Leader, 2 squads.
They're all fine. Medium 2 or sorry, 4 up 1. 7 is a pin test check, I believe.
Okay. Leader, 2 squads.
Didn't get sniper. I did have rate, so I will shoot again. Same pin test check again.
Leader, pin, 2
Yay, nothing. Well, that was a lot of nothing for nothing. Is there anything for me to do? Do I care to move those guys in there? I mean, they can probably get shot at if I move, so yeah, I'm not gonna go to movement phase, because I think that's it for shooting that I can do. Man, I don't even know if there's anything for me to want to do. That's how silly this is right now. Yeah, like, I don't think you can see any of my guys. There's literally no reason for me to move at all. I have, like, no line of sight with anybody because... Terrible setup zone. Oh, that's what I wanted to do technically. Yeah, okay. So, boy, how sorry, I need to look at what the values are on this. If I'm trying to do this, it would cost me there's no positive TM. There's a plus for that. Sure. Okay. So I'm going to declare that I am pushing a gun. I don't think anybody can see him, but I'll just make the roll. Roll the 6. They are getting a +2 for having to go up a hill, but they're fine. I don't know if you want a string to see if anybody can spot it. I guess maybe R17. I don't really know.
R17? Yeah.
You have one guy that's not supposed to. The squad in here is not supposed to be concealed, but otherwise, yeah. All right. So he gets revealed. Sorry, I was supposed to have this guy go with him. Do I get a free covered arc change on a move? On a push? Do you know?
It's a move.
Like, I think I do.
Manhandling, right? Manhandling. 2.27.
Because unless I'm missing it here, I know it says a lot about, like, road bonus and what can and cannot be pushed.
10.3 pushing. La la put and have its covered arc changed. Yep.
Okay, so I can cover arc change, which there's no, like, I can't friggin' see anywhere with this thing, so I'm gonna turn them that way. Um, yeah, I think that's it really. That's all I kind of want to do. And then, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for movement phase. I know, outside of like, yeah, no, that's gonna be it for movement phase. Defensive.
Okay, so the guy that can see you can't shoot you. 2, 4, 6, 8.
13
Too
hexes.
bad. Would have been nice. Would have been a juicy hazardous movement shot. We love those. Those are exciting.
I can only take that risk once every 10 scenarios.
That's right. All right. So can't see anybody. 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 So the guys you pinned have a total of 7 firepower.
Yeah.
Range.
True.
So they'd get 3.5. Three and a half flat at your mortar.
Who's shooting? Why is it 3.5?
These guys, they're pinned in long range.
Only the leader pinned.
Oh, okay. All right, so
Yeah, I don't think I should be helping you that much, but yeah, only the leader pinned.
Yeah. I just look and see a pin counter on my brain. Just says
Gotta rearrange it. Gotta rearrange it. So there's no there. It's +1, but I think it's 7+1 if you're shooting both of them.
7+1 will shoot both
Against the mortar guy, right? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
And they can shoot our mortar back at you, and that's going to be a miss.
Sounds good.
And I'm not even going to put an acquisition counter because they're moving. So.
Anything else?
Why clog up the world? That's it.
Okay. No advanced fire phase. We'll go to routes, which there are none, unless you want to potentially voluntarily break. Maybe? No? Dang.
I don't think it sounds like any fun.
Thought I'd try.
No percentage in that at all.
In the advanced phase, I'm going to have unit in Y21 is going to go down to Z20.
Okay.
Over in AA23, some commandos here are going to slink in under the cover of darkness into AA22. I don't want to stack that. Units in Y22 are going to go to Y21. And I might as well inhabit the trench. Why not? Y25 is going to, if I can select them properly, go to Z25. Nobody's at that level. So plateau and etc. Can't see them. I will then also chuck 2 units. One from X28, the other from X29. They will go to W28 and W29 respectively. Don't know. Can you... Oops. Do you see both? Yes. So they will lose concealment. Doesn't matter. I just need to get my mortars in a better spot. And I think that'll be it, unless I can think of some other reason to move around some dorks. It's probably not worth it. You keep chucking your mortar. I keep telling you not to. I'm glad if you want to do that, but
move the acquisition counter for some reason the mortar. I don't understand what's happening.
Every time. There's no CC. That's it for advance. We go to a German turn 2, which I keep forgetting. I need to put the actual proper vertical turn counter on there.
How many turns do we have?
You have 8 turns, my friend.
8 turns. Okay.
Yeah, you got all
Yeah,
the
so
time in the
we're
world.
on, like 6 turns. It's already time to panic. I don't have any time at all.
Yeah, I wish. I wish.
Wind change. Don't nada. Fire. Rally phase. I don't have any rally phase actions, sir.
I will take off your pin for you, and I will roll to pick up. Is I don't think anybody can see him anyways. Maybe these guys. I'm gonna roll to pick up, so I'm just going to declare gun, not gun. All right, well, I get the not gun. Now, does trying to pick up something cause concealment loss?
Oh.
That's something I always forget.
Yeah.
Charts. Give me the dang charts. Charts, chapter 8 charts. Any action. So, attempt to entrench, kindle, deploy, recombine, sniper, rally broken unit, apply leader, DRM, clearance, place smoke. Yeah, so picking up, dropping a support weapon does not cause it, but I assume the etc. will include the will. Now, I don't know if an attempt, because a repair attempt counts. I guess technically this says attempts to, maybe as a start, whatever. Well, I'll just take them off. I don't think it's the end of the world. So, you know that the start of what happened at the start of the scenario exists still in this part of the scenario. And that, I believe, will be it for my rally phase.
Okay. Prep fire. I want to shoot the mortar at you. Then you get to shoot your mortar back, which is gross.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think that's a terrible idea. Hey, he's not shooting. Nobody's shooting. Movement phase.
Nobody is shooting. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
I need to take 1 second. I'll be right back before I start moving.
Sure. Oh, excuse me. What do we got in this one? We got 7 scenarios. Yeah, I think this one includes all of them. Yeah. Okay, what the heck?
Okay, sorry about that.
No worries, no worries.
Distraction, my friend. All right.
I was just looking at future scenarios and yeah, interesting.
All right. So you put some guys up on level 2, so we gotta be a little more careful then.
I mean, if you want, it's it's not a big deal.
U17. We're gonna go CX.
CX U17, sure.
All right. 1.
Okay.
2.
Sure.
3.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta be careful here. This is where things start getting dicey.
That's right.
4,
Okay.
5.
All right. Well, I think I have to punish that. The only question is which one do I punish with? I think I will do. Yeah, I'm going to Y21. Gonna reveal that. Leader directed. So it's just a 4 down 1 for non-assault movement.
You want to string that?
I'm at the your level.
Oh, you're okay. Man,
Yeah.
I am just not seeing these slopes today. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. It didn't matter.
Sorry. Okay.
So
Right.
I will still
You
get
do put a pile of residuals. Right?
yeah, just 2.
Okay, and 6, and they're done.
Sure.
All right, so you can see there. Want to be careful, man. But then this becomes an exercise in why the hell did I put these guys up there?
I mean, for any complaints you might have, I don't think it was a bad idea whatsoever. If anything, I'm actually more surprised that you didn't have more guys set up on the U and V hex line unless you couldn't.
Yeah, you know, I looked at it, thought about it.
Because I have no line of sight up on that level.
Yeah, my concern was this hex here.
Yeah, but I'm so limited on what I can put there. It's a controlled hex in terms of deployment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably should have looked at that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's fine. It's all fine. All right. This guy, CX. One.
Well, the glider doesn't go with, but sorry,
Playing with you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to attempt a mortar shot from W29. I will see it.
Oh boy.
Huzzah. I do get minuses for non-assault movement, I think. Actually, I might not. I don't know if that applies on that. I do. Yay.
The 2 hit you do, I think.
Yeah. It's just that if you get KHJ, and I so rarely ever apply J3 4. So it'll be a hit regardless, and it is I do have rate of fire, which is nice, but nothing on the effect dice. So I forget if you leave the acquisition. If you put the acquisition, you don't lose rate of fire, right?
No.
Yeah, it's just if you're leaving residual.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
2.
You are there for 2.
4.
You're there for 2. You said you're there for 6. That's a woods.
6. Yeah. That's a
Uphill woods.
sunken road. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to throw yourself there, I will take. I'll have the second mortar actually shoot there because why not? Clean line of sight. It's -1 for non-assault movement. I don't think I can get anything else, so I think that's just a miss.
Okay, he's done.
How bad are my mortars? I'm probably terrible. Oh, these might be. Please tell me it's not these mortars.
So he can't see all of this. Like, all right, bad spot. Cliffs are screwed.
What's so screwy? Sorry.
Cliffs are doing bad things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, these guys.
TQ-18, sure.
2 to the sunken road.
Mm-hmm.
3,
Sure.
4,
Okay.
5,
Sure.
6.
Okay.
Use the sunken road, dummy. Don't get shot up anymore. These guys. The X.
Okay.
1. Oh my god.
Okay.
Life purpose. Here's our 2,
Sure.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4,
Yep.
5,
Mm-hmm.
6,
Okay.
7,
Mm-hmm.
8.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we managed not to get everybody blown up, so that's good. These guys,
CC-20, yeah.
sir. What am I gonna do there?
It is those ones.
1,
Yep.
okay. These guys,
Sure.
2,
Non-assault move?
that will be. What are they gonna do? That will be an assault move.
Okay.
Okay. These guys,
Mm-hmm.
bypass 1,
Okay.
2,
One sec here. Do I get to... I'm gonna say eclipse the building. Just to be nice. You're there?
4.
You'll definitely get spotted.
You
From
can see that.
Bonums in AA-22.
Yep.
Well, I will take the 8 firepower up to. You're very lucky. I can't roll for squat today.
Right. So it's everybody there. On here, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Assault move.
Sure.
Assault move.
Okay.
These guys down here. Position count. Assault move.
Okay.
Everybody.
Sounds good. Defense fire phase. Mortar in W29 is going to use his conserved rate of fire to shoot into U20. Won't get anything out of it. I'm gonna try with the big mortar at the same target.
Okay.
I don't know if I can see him. I can. Big mortar will hit for sure. I have no clue what that's gonna. So I don't definitely don't get multiple hits. That's just me going crazy. So I have a 76 millimeter, which translates to 14 firepower. It's halved to 7. And then there's a -1 for shooting into a woods. So 2 morale check.
-1 Arabic, but I can take the +1 for the hedge.
Do you get the +1 on an indirect?
Oh, hedge, yeah, probably not.
Uh,
Yeah. Either way, what was it? 2 morale check.
2 morale check, I believe.
2 check. Doink.
They
He's
are
good.
pinned.
No, pins. Pins, not good. Pins.
I do have rate of fire, so I will take a second shot after I take out a acquisition counter. It will be another hit.
Another hit.
And another down 1 on 7. It's a normal round check.
Uh-oh. Get scary.
No.
Okay.
And 9 morale, guys? No. Unless you start rolling poorly. Who else can attempt to do anything here? Not really worth it. Pretty sure I can't shoot that house. Yeah, I think I'm done. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Advanced Fireface.
I guess we'll shoot back at your boys on the hill with a math is hard.
How much movement did it cost you to get there?
To get into that hex? 2?
Well, because you started in what, EE19?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, no, just...
I started in DD19, I think, and went bypass 1, 2, 4.
Okay.
All right, so 7, 3.5, 4, 5.
So 10 up 1. All right, you can't shoot the MMG.
Yeah. 5 up 1, right?
Yeah.
Nada. This guy, can you see? The cliff doesn't do anything, but we're probably plateaued, so no.
No, you can see him. Why would you not be able to see him from BB-20? Because you're just shooting straight up the line. Cliffs don't block line of sight.
Right. Cliff Hexide doesn't do anything. That's right.
Yep.
So what does he got? Like 2 firepower? No, 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5 up 3. That's a no shot. Okay. 10 guys. Can't do nothing. The guys are all hiding. Okay. That's it for the top. Let's look at the bottom.
Doesn't write it there, huh? Interesting.
Bottom, we're gonna do some stuff. So
unless it's not supposed to be that one.
what? He's a 7. And 2 doubles. And then +1. So 3.5, 7, 8. 4. 4 flat. Here.
Sure.
Okay. Die rolls are exciting. Very exciting die roll, I'm telling you. Does he want to toss his bomb at you? Tossing bombs is up blast. You have dummies in this game? You don't, right? Gotta be a real boy.
I might.
Yeah. Yeah. You only live once. We're gonna throw the bomb.
Now, is it?
Against concealed guys?
It might be halved against concealed. I'm still stuck trying to see if this one thing that I'm looking at is the right one. I think it is, which is Annoying as all get out. Where's that? Here? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. No, no, no. It's just got the mortar.
Oh, okay.
It's the really crappy one. So if you were playing it with some bonuses, then
Safely into an adjacent location. La, 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 la. Less accurate. Plus 2 DRM. Resolved immediately on the 30 firepower column. Doesn't say anything about health.
uh,
Concealment.
um so 23.1, it is not subject to FP modifications for point blank, triple blank use in the AFR or any form of area fire other than concealment at the time the DC is thrown, operatively placed.
So it is affected by concealment.
Correct. But it does not concealment does not change how it would apply for rubble and stuff, which is obviously not going to matter here, but
So it will be a 15 up 2 against you.
3 because it's advanced fire phase. Because you're thrown
15 up 3 against you and a 30 up 4 against me.
Yeah.
Seems like a terrible idea. Okay. Seems like a terrible idea. Yeah. Worth dropping concealment on the other guy. Probably not. Okay. All right, we're done shooting.
no throw. Okay. Routes. I don't think there's any.
I don't think we got any of those bad apples.
No, I haven't had any luck. So advances.
Let's try and get some stuff accomplished here, boys. You got pinned like a moron. You're a moron.
Self-preservation, Rob. Interesting.
I like your use of the word interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Also interesting.
all right.
Okay, well, that's it for advances. CC, we have 1. Surprisingly. I have to prove that my guy is real, which I will do. And we roll for ambush. Pretty sure that's going to be an ambush because I never get fucking ambush ever.
You delete one of my guys?
Hmm? No, I still see an invisible 2 counters underneath your concealment.
I moved 2 stacks in.
Yeah, I see the DC guy with the 758, and I see 1 concealment counter.
Alright, I'm gonna back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. There we go. Yeah, we accidentally deleted a bunch of my guys.
All right. I can safely say I don't not touch any of your counters. There's a lot of shenanigans that happen with the concealment counters. Like for
Yeah,
example,
there's
there's a
something weird going on. Like a 5/8 inch concealment counter appeared out of nowhere, and then when it got deleted, one of my squads and demo charges got deleted.
oh yeah, I don't know.
And all right, and these guys should be above the concealment.
I think it's I think the preference of like hiding stacks in a certain way is messing with how it appears for different people if they don't
Yeah,
both have the option selected.
I got it. Okay, so we got an ambush. We
Correct.
got 14 to 4.
Also correct.
So that's 3 to 1.
3 to 1.
And we can declare hand to hand because we're function reactors.
And you get a -1. So unless you're rolling 12s, it's kind of that's it.
Which I'm going to declare hand to hand and then I'm going to roll 12. Okay?
Yeah, not the case. You liar.
We tried. Got at least one step.
Someday I'll roll well.
Okay. Let's see. Concealment gain. I think you could see these guys. They can roll for it. Leader, squad. What did we figure out? Stealthy was a -1. I think the leader
Who's
in one squad got it.
who's rolling?
CC 30.
Okay, I'm just checking to see if I can see him, but I think you're fine. Yeah, so you'll have the leader rolling the 3, he's fine. The 5, so squad gets a +3, so it's 8. -1 for stealthy, -1 for leader, goes down to a 6, so he stays unconcealed, and then the bottom guy's fine.
So we got to move these guys above the line. They can't grow. Lag. No, 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 no. I think they can roll. Can you see them?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, we got hindrances here. Or obstacles. So what do we got? We got just the leader. The squad is already concealed. I think he's okay. But is the CX offset his -1 for elite?
It doesn't matter, you need a 5. So
Right.
you'll be stealthy
Right.
+1 stealthy, so
Okay. No conceal. This guy, nobody can see him in the depression. So the squad. He blows it? Or does the hero give him or only a leader?
I think it's well. Hero isn't a hero, like it's not a leader, right? So it's not a leader
Right.
DRM. So yeah,
Okay.
But it's still, even if there was the -1, it'd still be 3 up 3 down 2, so you'd be at 6.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it.
Sounds good. We'll go to Belgian turn 2. Weather, no change. Take off pin. Rally phase action. I do want to attempt to pick up my gun. I will get it. I will get a free cover art change, so I'll turn them. So I'm facing BB21, BB22. But otherwise, that is it for my rally phase.
Okay.
Anything on your end?
Mine's done. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing.
Okay. Prep fire phase. We'll try to do this efficiently here. So mortar 1, W29 against your guy. It's a -1, so it should be a hit, no rate. 4 on 3 or 5 on 3. 5 on 3, normal round check.
Round check coming in hot. Doink.
Yep.
He's okay for the moment.
Mortar, attack, same thing. Hit and rate. Nope. I'll take a second shot. We'll break the mortar. Not that one. This one. Alright, mortar. Nope, and nothing.
Didn't break it though, so you got that going.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good about this, I'll be honest. Just a terrible setup options that don't give me any real opportunities to do stuff. This mortar doesn't really have anything I can do with them. I think I'll just wait. Medium can't do anything. AT gun is going to shoot the guys in BB22. I do not have rate of fire with it, which is pretty typical. I am point blank, so -2 plus 3 for the building, so it's should be a 6, unless there's any other modifiers, but I don't think it's the case. So it will be a hit. 40 or 5 on 47. 47 is a 5, so 1 morale check.
1 morale check.
Gotta hope for something good here.
Leader's good. Squad is good.
All right, well, machine gun, 12 up 3. I'm pretty sure my guys aren't immune to cowering, so I'll go down to an 8. 1 morale check.
1 check. Leader is good. Squad is good.
Yep. All right. Well, over here, Z29. Gonna reveal my guys, and I'll shoot 16 against the non-concealed guy, -1. And then it's a 7 on 16 for one of them, and then 7 on 8 for the other. So it is a 2 check for the unconcealed and a 1 check for the concealed.
Okay, 2 check. Whoops. 1 check. Whoops. Okay, well.
All right. Well, do you have to clear B? No. All right. Well, that doesn't help. I'll take whatever I can get at this point. But, yeah, okay. Oh, and I can't declare, like, massacre or anything. Okay. I need ways to get rid of these guys, but I don't think that's gonna... I have to do it the nice way, which is unfortunate. Can I even do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Yeah, okay, I can. Might be able to do it. Unless I have to go here. Okay, is there anything else I can shoot? I don't think so. Which does not help at all. Gee, that. Yeah, no, I'm going to go to movement. In the movement phase, I'm going to declare CX with my guy in X30 way, way at the bottom. I don't know when he'll get spotted, so, just say when, I guess. Um, so he pays 1 to get out of trench in X30, pays 2 to get into X29. Oops, come on.
Got it. Okay. I think that's a level down, right? Yeah. Okay.
No level down yet. Um, unless you mean from the top level.
From that level.
Yeah. So he gets to X28 for 3, continues to Y28 for 4, continues to Z27 for 6.
Z27 or 6.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody still sees him.
Nobody can see him, man.
And because I'm not sure if, no, I think you'd have to, if you're adjacent, you can't get away. So I think those both will become prisoners. Your guy's still showing as concealed for me. That's crazy.
Weird.
That's weird.
Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I think those guys have to become prisoners. And that's the only way for me to do it, I think. So I'll keep them there.
That's probably game right there.
Game. Oh, that I don't know. I don't agree with that call at all. It certainly makes it harder to push that direction, but um, I'm not confident about C at all. But I guess it is a big section. But I have to blow the bridge up too, so there's possibilities. There's possibilities. Z25. They will assault move to Z26 to maintain concealment and be somewhat protected now. That's pretty much it. I could probably move this guy. Yeah, oh no, wait, I can't because I'm in a trench. Doesn't matter. Defense fire.
Alrighty. Defensive fire, you say? Guess we'll start with the leader and the squad. So he's got a 24 up 1 here.
Sure.
See if we can do some damage. That looks like not a bad shot.
It's a great shot. I don't know what you're talking about. 4 morale check. The gun survives. The other, pretty sure, no. It will break.
Oh, 4 morale check. Just shrugged off like it's nothing.
I lost my HMG, which is way more valuable in this circumstance than a gun.
Yeah, that's true. That is not untrue, my friend. All right. What else do we have here? And that's what 6 up 3,
Mm-hmm.
or we can combine it with the other guy for a 9 up 3. We'll do that. We'll fire group these.
Sure.
Ours?
Do your guys cower?
Oh, right. No.
But because I don't know if that counts
Oh,
for.
these guys Fallschirmjäger?
They count as Fallschirmjäger MG crews. What does that count for?
This fanatic doesn't cower.
Yeah, F Fallschirmjäger possessing inherent represented, which not possessing the LG takes blah 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 blah. Where does it say they're fanatic?
Wasn't
It's
that part
there.
of the special rules?
Scenario special rules. Pretty sure no.
I mean,
Can double check.
the whatchamacallit, the campaign rules.
They're elite, stealthy, assault engineers, sappers, and self rally, and that's the squads and half squads. This is kind of bugging me because it shows 228s, but dude, are the MG crews the same? I guess, but nothing says they're fanatic.
Oh, okay. So that's different than the last scenario. Excellent. Okay, cool.
From the last scenario or the last
Or the last
pack?
campaign. Yeah, the last pack.
Let me see. Maybe you might be right. It's been a while.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So then, yeah, so they cower to us.
They can self rally.
986. So that's a miss.
Blah blah blah.
That's a
Salt
big,
engineers.
it's a big fat miss, man. With these guys.
Oh, so it's because in the first scenario we played, my guys were SSR'd to be fanatic, but they're not fanatic by default.
Hard to be fin. Okay, I thought that was the Fallschirmjäger rules from the first pack. I knew I remembered it, but as usual, half remembered it.
So that's because that means you would have given yourself an extra morale.
Yeah, I was trying to steal morale
Cheating to win. I see.
cheating, tournament, scummo, that's right.
Well,
These guys.
too late to redo at this point. That's for sure.
That's right. 6 up 3. Nada.
Which guys are doing 6 up 3?
Up 4 actually. 6 up 4.
Oh yeah, okay.
Against anybody. He's getting picked on by these mortars. Can he reach anybody now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so he can pick and choose the mortar he wants to try to get back for all of this. He'll try your big guy
Sure.
with a big, mighty 3.5.
Don't think I have a gun shield on that one.
3.5. That gun manhandle, right? So it's not emplaced.
That's yeah. It's not no +2, but you got a +1 from CX.
So +1 from CX. So 3.5 +1. 7? Does that get me anything?
It should be a task check. They are not pinned.
Okay. And
Is there any special note for that?
That might do it because all my guys are dead on the bottom. Okay. Done.
No turret LF. What's the where is it show for gun shield again? I'm trying to look at the what's the word for it?
Yeah.
The ordnance list. I'm trying to see, like, is there a spot where it says it has the gun shield? Because I know like AT guns.
Yeah, AT guns and artillery have gun shields. Mortars and infantry guns don't.
Yeah, I'm just checking these because it's such a the Danish stuff is so strange.
Yeah, unless the ordnance listing might have a note. I didn't see anything on the show info.
Well, that's why I was kind of annoyed by the stupid mortars I have. They don't get airburst. Forget if you added an airburst at some point or not, but not that it matters for the prior games, but it's just I can't even take advantage of that guy being in woods, you know?
Right.
But anyways, any other? I don't think there's anybody else that can shoot.
Yeah, AT and infantry guns have gun shields.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But yeah, mortar, such a weird mortar and doesn't get one. That's a bummer.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, we missed that guy, and I think that's all shots. Yep, we're done.
Sounds good. Do I have any advancing fire? I don't think so. I don't think it's really worth it anywhere. Routes. I am I don't know if taking prisoners counts as a concealment loss. Um, I don't know, so I'm just gonna assume not and check the thing afterwards. I'll get those two guys as prisoners. They will surrender to the guy who moved in Z-27. I can't get the DCs yet, although I guess I could try and pick them up later. Let's go back to charts for A. See if I can find this here. So, radio, taking, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to drop concealment because I can probably just regrow it anyways. So, just FYI, it is a 7-0 that...
Yeah, he's gonna grow it right back. That's right.
Yeah, 7-0 that has those two guys. I think that's it for route phase shenanigans. So we'll go to advance. In the advance phase, I will have unit in Z20 goes to Y20. The units in Y21 will go to X20. Oh, sorry. I don't technically have to route them. Sorry. For a second, I had forgotten about my broken guy in A22.
Oh, they are. Are they adjacent with the cliff?
No, because you can't move diagonally, so they don't have to. They don't have to move.
Yeah.
Although I guess technically I could route them, but it's not really worth it. Take your shots on them, funny man. Yeah. Okay. How do I want to do that? Do I want to? So unit in Z26 is going to go to AA27. I don't need to move the mortars at all. Yeah, you know what? Z29 going to split the stack. So leader's going to go with the squad into AA29. Other squad's going to go down to AA30. The leader who picked up the prisoners will advance to Z28. Do I move that guy? You know what? I will move the guy who is under the trench, Y29, is going to advance into Z28. Why not? Do I have anything else? For shits and giggles, I'm going to advance a guy from X25 to W26. So lose concealment. It's a guy with the mortar. I'm going to also take some guys out from Y26 to Y27. I don't think he's spotted by anybody because he's higher elevation than everybody. God, how else do I min-max this stupid thing? Mortar in Y24 advances to X23. Put his acquisition away. I think that's it. I think it's enough anyways. No CC. We go to German turn 3. Uh-oh.
Here we are.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know
ooh,
how I don't know how much how long you haven't been talking or have been trying to, because seeming to go.
yeah. And I saw you moving, and I just thought you weren't talking.
Oh, yeah. Then I guess
And I
we.
saw you go to German turn 3, and I'm like, okay, something's drastically wrong.
Yeah. So sorry. So I had I mean, I'm sure you saw him, but do I need to repeat anything for you just in case?
No.
Okay.
I saw it.
Yeah. Sorry. We definitely must have lost communication at some point.
Yeah, I had to reopen Discord. It was glitched out.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. So German Tour 3. I don't know if you wanna. Do you wanna pause for the night here, or how are you feeling?
If we could pause, that would
Sure.
be good. It's been a brutally long day, and I'm fading fast.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I think it's a good stopping point too, because we'll. I can't imagine that we won't finish this by next week.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely get through this for sure.
To German turn 3. But yeah, I think this is gonna be an interesting one. I think if anything, it might come down to blowing up the DC, which I think is kind of sucks if it does come down to that, because that feels pretty. I don't know. It feels kind of cheap to win or lose that way specifically. But other than that, a very interesting scenario.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to get 12 CBP. That's really where I'm at. Is my attack plan was very stupid.
I think, if anything, I think it's just proving my realization after having done glider landings like 4 or 5 times or whatever, that you really need to just land everybody together.
Yeah. This that my safety play turned out to be very bad idea. You just take your losses if they come and concentrate your forces on the objective. I agree.
Like I don't think like in terms of calling it a safety play, like I don't think the northern group is necessarily like it's not bad. I like the idea that you could get these guys into the stone buildings right away is obviously really smart.
I think I should have stacked up over here
See,
or
I feel very negative about.
drop in here, or drop it here. Just do anything to keep them all together because
Hmm.
this I think these guys were a mistake just because there's no cover.
See, I think if those guys landed here, it'd be a completely different story. Just because
Even
I
without
had
like
nobody on
total
the high
black.
ground. But I had nobody on the high ground, right? Like the only guy who can see anything up here at the start is this one hex. And if you look at the scenario card, you'll see what they are. They're it's not
Right. Yeah. Maybe that was the way to go was drop right in there.
because like to give I guess as like a sort of to talk about it, for people offline or whatever. Like so I don't want to reveal just in case you forget if I swapped anybody in or out, but the scenario starts with them being half squads. So you do the math, blah blah blah. The most I could get would be a 1. I actually don't know if you can get. Do you affect vehicles on half firepower? I guess so, because I don't think it cares since they're unarmored. But depending on how close you are, I'm either getting I'm needing a 4 or a 3 on a vehicle to kill, which
Right.
can happen just as much as like you didn't roll a single 6 on your crash die, but
That's right. Right.
the odds of it happening, right? Um, and at worst, you put I don't know, you toss the MG cruise there, and it's a great way to suck up some shots while not losing anybody that's really important. Because let's face it, like between losing a 127 and a 758,
There's
there's
no.
there's an obvious pro and con. Um, So yeah, I think like if anything, you know, you take a couple shots with those guys, you absorb that stuff. Um, yeah, but like I said, I don't think having at least two with the guys you have there, I think it's a very smart play because you can't like I have nothing to shoot down there on turn ones, especially, and then the 9-2 just gets to be parked there and do 20 24 up ones. Like it's a dream.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. And then even if I forgive myself for these guys, like the combination of these guys down here and these guys up here was dumb. Like that was just too much dividing of my forces, and then we got outflanked and surrendered on shitty morale rolls, which happens. You know, that
yeah,
was a wildly over aggressive play.
I mean,
So
yeah.
yeah,
If anything, I'm curious that you didn't try to go for double CC, but the other guy wouldn't have had a positive ratio. You could have probably gotten um, ambush on
yeah,
a second
you know,
thing, but
with having hand to hand as an option, probably would have made more sense to do both. Yep, rather than ganging up on the one guy.
yeah, because at least you could get the one-on-one versus the leader in squad, and if you kill them first, then you really don't have much to necessarily worry about. But
Right, right. But yeah, anyway, that was little over wild aggressive play.
well, we'll see how it all shakes up next time.
Hopefully he's
So
out. It's right. A couple of snake eyes, and the sun comes out, the clouds part.
you've already got your good rolls. I need to
I
start hitting
know.
snipers at some
Did
point.
did I really get my? I mean, sure. I
You got a
rolled
couple good
10
rolls.
times and didn't get a single six on the crash die roll.
Well, pull up your stats. Let's see the statistics. I know I've
Sure.
done well on especially morale checks. Although I think this
Yeah,
might be counting both.
pretty much everything. It's disgusting.
Yeah, you're only bad on one to hit and a CC. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't think you know your morale checks 17 of them 7.24. That's pretty good. It's only
Well,
it's the tens that got you too. Like it's nothing. Everything else you were fine.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's I mean that is it's above seven. It's not a 6.24.
Well, we are almost tied on IFT, surprisingly.
That's true. Yeah,
But
that's true.
I've got one snake eyes. When did I get the snake eyes? I don't even remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, you did. You did.
I'm curious if it's meshing the other ones. I don't remember because I know where the yeah, it's mixing them together because I got the snake eyes on the prior scenario was the last shot when I got the -2.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it does that when you're even if you load a game, it doesn't redo your stats, which I think is
Oh,
weird, but
so it's keeping them from our last game. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I was
That
gonna
is
say like I don't recall you doing that many IFT rolls, right?
exactly.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
so really, we're throughout two games we're close enough, but I think you
Which
had the
is
advantage.
the more rolls you sample, the closer we should get to the middle, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, 659, 698. It's pretty close. So, but that'll be it for tonight. Thank you everybody for watching. Should have a game with Rutan on Saturday. Trying to think. I don't think we're doing the next campaign yet. It might be the week after. So, anyways, if we're doing campaign, we'll do campaign. Otherwise, it'll be a scenario. Hope to see you then. Have a lovely week. Bye.